Hey, I finally got my hands on the all-new R15 V3. This is the metallic red color. Okay, to be frank, I know that I'm quite bit late in making this video. I'm not going to talk about the specs or anything which you people already know about this bike. This video is possible all thanks to Ace Yamaha. You can fulfill all your Yamaha needs. So I'll leave the contacts in the description below. You can contact them and get the best prices for the Yamaha bikes. So this red color is slightly different than the other color bikes that you can find in the market. It has nice gloss finish, and this new color does complement the bike, as you can see. Well, coming on to the face, this has a grey matte finish, and most of the body panels are red and black, and it does have that dual tone finish on the tank itself. Looks really awesome. You can see the logo on the tank. It's really a nice touch. Says R15. It's a sticker although. And one thing I don't like is it doesn't have colored wheels. I would really wish that it would have colored wheels, so it would have been a really awesome looking bike. But I mean, we can work out with the black ones, no problem. It is one of the very few bikes that doesn't bore you either with the design or with the performance. And you guys all know about the specs, right? It has that same 155cc VVA engine that makes 18.6 PS and 14.1 Nm of peak torque. Now the price is 1,55,400 ex showroom for this bike, which makes around 1,81,000 for the on-road price. Now that's expensive for a 150cc, but when you just have a look at it, I mean, it looks proper sports bike. And when you compare with a brand like KTM, who is providing a 125cc full fare bike for 1,80,000 ex showroom, then it is a very nice deal. And yes, Yamaha has been increasing the price from past few months, but one thing that makes you happy is the mileage. This bike actually returns you pretty good mileage, that is 43 to 47 kmpl. Actually depends upon how you ride this bike. If you really ride it hard, then you can expect somewhere between 43 to 45, and if you just ride it normally and just maintain everything, then you can get somewhere between 47 to 49, even 49 kilometers per liter. That's really awesome, right? And the tank is actually 11 liters, so you don't have to worry about the frequent fuel stops and all. Now there are so many things to like about this bike. The first and the main thing is the design. Of course, it looks absolutely stunning in this red color livery that it has in this new color, and I'm really thankful to Yamaha that they have introduced red color. I was actually waiting for this color to pop up, so that is there. And one more thing, the R15 version 4 has been spied recently, and it doesn't have the signature twin headlamp. It gets the single projector headlamp like the R7. So the design is gonna be changed, guys, and this design still looks very promising and very attractive. Yes, that air duct is not real, but it does give you that feeling of air duct, right? So that is there. Now the performance of this bike is absolutely top notch. You get 18.6 PS of power at this particular price point, that is 1,55,000. That is absolutely crazy. Other bikes, you don't really have full fairing bikes in this particular criteria. Yes, we do have the Gixxer SF, but again, it's an overpriced bike. It doesn't have the power, or it doesn't have what it calls to be a sports bike. Now there's another one, that is the KTM. Again, it looks proper sports bike. It's very agile and it's very good, but the thing is, again, the performance is lacking. Now this strikes a perfect balance between performance and design. It does look like a sports bike and it works like a sports bike. Now one thing I need to say you up front is the performance of the suspension. The suspension is stiffer on the side because it's a sports bike. You can't really expect plus suspension from this kind of bike. it is on the stiffer side, and the worst part is the rear suspension is non-adjustable, so you have to live with what it is. Although in this kind of flat road, as you can see, the road is absolutely gorgeous. So this kind of road is really awesome for this bike. But if you have encountered some bumpy potholes or some speed breakers, then it's gonna be slightly bit pain to move around with this bike. Now there is one thing I really like about this bike, and that would be the brakes. The disc brakes are absolutely crazy on this bike. They are so good that this bike doesn't have, the ABS turned on because it's a test ride bike, but still the brakes are absolutely bonkers. They work really well. The front you get bi-brake calipers, at the rear you get Nissin calipers. The 282mm disc works absolutely fine on this bike, and you'll be really happy with the brakes. But the braking performance is absolutely crazy, so that is for sure, and that is the most impressive part about this bike. Guys, let's talk about the seat. Now this seat is very spacious for a person like me. I'm pretty hefty, you all guys know. Now for me, I still have plenty room to move around, and that actually gives you a pretty much good idea that how much spacious the seat is. Now coming on to the pillion seat, as you can see, it doesn't have anything to so you get only this strap to grab on, so that is there, and you get a small little compartment just below the seat to put your important papers and the tools, so that is it. Now I really like the overall look of this cockpit. It really looks good. Let's turn on this. I hope you are able to see what's there, and it's the digital instrument cluster. It does provide a lot of information, but the thing is, it lacks the Bluetooth features, or I would really wish Yamaha would provide a TFT instrument cluster in the next iteration, so that would be really awesome. And of course you're gonna get the Bluetooth and the turn-by-turn navigation features in this cluster. Now the headlamp of this bike is pretty good. It does get twin LEDs at front, but the thing is, it's not that much powerful to just light up the road completely. It does provide good throw, but the thing is, it's not that much powerful, especially in dark night where you need the light most. So I guess Yamaha would improve the lighting in the future, and the R15 V4 would come with a projector LED headlamp right there in the middle, just like the MP15. Now there is one thing I want to point out, and that is about the indicators. They are still bulbs, and Yamaha is actually selling all LED indicators separately. It would cost you around 1400 rupees a pair, so roughly 2800 rupees for two pairs. I guess they could have, as they are increasing the price, they could have included the LED indicators by default rather than charging extra. So that is one concern that I'm really unhappy with this bike. Now the main question is, with ever increasing price of this bike, and it's going to increase again in the next coming month, would you spend on this bike? And the answer is yes, to be frank. In this price point, you will not get any better performance than this bike. It performs really well, and it outshines most of the bikes that's even in the 200cc class. So that you have to think about. There is only one thing that you need to think twice, and for that you need to visit the showroom, and that is the seating position. It is committed, it is hard, it's gonna take a toll on your body. So you have to see whether you're comfortable on this kind of bike or not. So for that you have to visit the showroom, and you have to take a test ride for minimum of 15 minutes you have to spend on this saddle to understand how your body will be reacting to the aggressive seating position that it has. So guys, I have spent some quality time with this bike, and I am really impressed how Yamaha makes bikes. I'm eagerly waiting for the version 4, and it has been inspired, of course. So I mean, still the version 3 is king of the 150cc class. If you look at the fairing motorcycles, I mean, we do have only two motorcycles in the 150cc, that is the Gixxer SF and this. So if you compare both of them, if you want performance, then this is the bike to go in simple terms. And I've really enjoyed today, and all thanks to Ace Yamaha that they have provided me this bike. So you can also enjoy a Yamaha bike. You just have to contact them. The links are there in the description. And if you like this video, please do hit the like button, share it with your friends, and we are gonna meet in the next video. Bye bye.